Here are the top 4 WTF and sometimes downright terrible TV finales of the 2000s. At number 4, it's Battlestar Galactica. Now, I loved Battlestar Galactica. The themes it was exploring, its production values, the performances, the whole thing was just great. But ultimately, it really was an example of a great show taking itself way too seriously, kind of forgetting why we all loved the show in the first place. In the end, a risen from the dead, maybe an angel Starbuck leads our characters to a prehistoric Earth.
The most advanced civilization we could locate on this planet.
And they decide to essentially seed human civilization. And then, Starbuck disappears.
I just know that I am done here.
And then they do this crazy 150,000 year jump forward, having angelic versions of Gaius Baltar and Caprica 6 wandering around in the future and talking about the cyclical nature of human evolution.
But the question remains, does all of this have to happen again?
I mean, the show always had a spiritual through line, but this was a little much. At number 3, it's The X-Files. The X-Files was a show with so many mysterious alien twists and turns that when it came time to find out what the truth out there actually was, our expectations were off the charts.
Mulder, the truth is out there.
Not only did it fail to meet these expectations, but the whole last episode with Mulder on trial,
If I am a guilty man, my crime is in daring to believe.
and flashing back, it almost felt more like a glorified clip show than a finale.
I'm a guilty man. I failed in every respect.
At number 2, it's Star Trek Enterprise.
Computer, freeze program. Save from this time index.
This is known as the infamous holodeck finale. Essentially, the plot is years after the show took place, following Commander Riker revisiting historical records of Starship Enterprise, and all of our characters are essentially relegated to supporting characters in a story that seemed more about Star Trek: The Next Generation and Riker. And don't get me started on that very unnecessary character death. Definitely not the conclusion that these characters deserved, and it's definitely not what the fans wanted. End program. And love it or hate it, the number 1 WTF series finale of the 2000s is The Sopranos. Now, I really do go back and forth on whether I love or hate this ending, but I'm not going to pretend that I wasn't pretty disappointed when my screen cut to black and I, like people around the country, thought that something was wrong with my cable.
Huh?
What?
Did we miss something?
Now, there are tons of theories about what happened. A lot of people believe that he was absolutely whacked and all the clues are there in the scene.
Look at this guy. Members only?
And then other people believe that this was David Chase's poetic way of saying that Tony Soprano is destined to continue to live in this state of looking over his shoulder until one day he is whacked.
Oh!
These days, I'm really not sure what happened, but I'm also not sure that either way it was a cop-out. Maybe it was a great ending. What do you guys think?
I'm one of the people that are a fan of that. I thought it was great.
15 years later, we're still talking about it.
That's correct, yeah.